Welcome to the countdown to New Jersey's 2022 ban on plastic bags and polystyrene foam. My name is Janet Robertson. I'm a project manager with the New Jersey Business Action Center. We're a business advocacy team inside the New Jersey Department of State, and we're a business first resource connecting you and providing information on many aspects of the state government, which I will tell you about in a minute. We're so happy that you could join us. We're here really today to speak about the new plastics ban and polystyrene foam ban law that comes into effect next May 4th, 2022. First, I would like to introduce you to your hosts. Joanne Samaluka, Director of the Bergen County Division of Economic Development. Kevin O'Connor, Chairman of the Board, Hudson County Economic Development Corporation. Deborah Hoffman, Director, Division of Economic Development, Passaic County. And Kate Muldoon, Regional Director of the Small Business Development Center at William Patterson University. Joanne.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Janet, for that intro. As she said, I'm the Director of Economic Development for the County of Bergen, and I really hope a lot of the businesses in Bergen are on this webinar, but I want to welcome everyone. I'd like to say thank you to all of my colleagues, too, for giving this important information out today. And to you, of course, for taking the time out of your work schedule. There's so many webinars and so much information out there, and that's really why my office and Deb and Kevin's and others are in office so that we can help you navigate it, particularly this issue, because businesses that are currently using plastic bags, when May 4th, 2022 comes around, we are going to face some stiff fines if not compliant. I believe you get a warning at first. The second fine, I believe, might be $1,000 a day. And the third warning would be $5,000 a day. These are things that I don't think anybody on this call wants to face. So the good news is we have some time leading up. We are able to be proactive versus reactive and get in front of this. And the three agencies on this call today are going to help all of us navigate. And my office in Bergen is there for you if you have further questions. I don't want to take up too much time. I just want to again say thank you. This is a really important webinar, and we are here to help you. So reach out anytime. Oh, I'm sorry. What I'd like to do is turn it over to my colleague, Kevin O'Connor, who is the chairman of the Hudson County Economic Development Corporation.
Thank you, Joanne, and good morning. You know, Joanne, ever since we started this pandemic, we've all wanted to get back to some sort of normalcy. So on Sunday, I watched the Giants and Jets. They both lost. So I guess that's as normal as we can get. Good morning, everybody. Listen, I'm Kevin O'Connor. I'm the chairman of the Hudson County Economic Development Corporation. I'm sitting here today because Michelle Richardson, our executive director, who's the right arm and runs that organization, could not be here today. You're going to hear a lot about May 4th, 2022, about plastic bags. We're here today in partnership with Passaic County, in partnership with Bergen County, and also with the state. It's a great thing we're doing. These webinars have been very effective. So if there's any other questions for Hudson County, please go to www.hudsonedc.org or call Michelle Richardson at 201-369-3470, extension 3. And I want to really thank Melanie Willoughby for putting this together. I know she's not feeling well together, so hopefully you feel better, Willoughby. And right now I want to turn it over to Deborah Hoffman, Director of the Passaic County Division of Economic Development. And everybody, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kevin, and thank you and Michelle and Joanne and my special friend Kate Muldoon for co-sponsoring this today, and a special thank you to New Jersey Business Action Center. They've done an amazing job. They're always there for us, giving us information on how we can assist the business community. Our division assists companies directly in finding financing, finding locations in the county, and also because of the pandemic, because of the recent flooding, getting information out to people on how they can receive grants to help them get through this kind of challenging time. This is a very important topic and something we want all Passaic County companies to understand and be able to be compliant. We do run a series of seminars with Kate Muldoon. In addition, we have one on September 22nd, Cybersecurity Basics and Best Practices for Small Business. It's a lunch and learn at 12 noon. contact our office, 973-569-4720 to register. It's free, of course, and we have many others that we offer. And I thank you for coming today. I think it's a terrific topic, and you'll learn quite a lot. Hopefully, we'll be able to follow up with a thank you email, and you'll get the slide deck, and you'll get your answers, all your questions answered. It's now my honor to introduce Kate Muldoon, the Regional Director of the Small Business Development Center at William Patterson University. Kate?
Thank you, Deb. Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad everybody was able to join us and take advantage of this great information session on banning plastic bags in next year. I am Kate Muldoon, the Director of the Small Business Development Center at William Patterson. And there are 12 centers in the state, all centered at higher ed institutions. Our funding comes from the New Jersey Business Action Center.
Is that my computer or is that Kate's?
She stopped on my side too. Kate?
Oh, boy.
She's
Okay.
the anticipation for May 22nd.
All right. So why don't we just advance to the next slide, and we can ask Kate to come back and speak with us later once her technical problems have concluded. So I'd like to introduce to you today the speakers. Following my presentation, you will be hearing from Jensen. And Erin is an environmental specialist with the Division of Solid and Hazardous Waste at the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. She is the lead on implementing the plastics bag ban law at the department and also leads the Municipal Tonnage Grant Program. She has been with the department for over 4 years. And in addition to leading the bag ban implementation, she is also the DEP contact for Recycle Coach. And lastly, you will hear from Joanne Gemenden, Executive Director from the New Jersey Clean Communities Council. She is in her inaugural year as Executive Director. And at the council, she is tasked with implementing New Jersey's outreach and education program for the single-use plastics ban. Prior to being named to this post, Joanne served as the Bureau Chief of Recycling in Union County for 35 years, where she was both Recycle and Clean Communities Coordinator. She has vast experience in environmental education and works to promote behavior change when it comes to keeping New Jersey litter-free and reducing our reliance on plastic. Next, please. So I'm from the New Jersey Business Action Center, and we are helping businesses prepare for the plastic carryout bag and polystyrene foam ban. I wanted to remind you that this webinar is being recorded today. We ask that you please put your questions in the chat, where we will try to answer them as we go, but we may also be needing to send you replies afterwards. So if you would also include your email, we'll make sure that we can get back to you with the answers to your questions. I think that you will find by the end of our 3 presentations that many of your questions will be answered. But we will, if we do have time, we would love to do some live answers and Q&A at the end of the program. As Deborah mentioned, we will follow up today with an email with more information, and we're happy to also provide our slide decks if that would be helpful to you. And we welcome your assistance in getting the word out across New Jersey. Next, please. We're here from the state government, and we're here to help your business. This is our motto at the New Jersey Business Action Center. Again, we're a business first resource. We can help you get answers from government agencies, direct you to officials, contacts, facilitate meetings and follow-ups with regulatory agencies, and more. all at no cost to you and strictly confidential. We are dedicated to solving problems and maximizing growth opportunities. On our website, business.nj.gov, you will find a live chat with our business experts who are available Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 p.m. and on our helpline at 1-800-JERSEY-7 to answer your questions. Next, please. We have 3 offices devoted to business advocacy, and this is in response to over 30 years of service to the New Jersey business community. The Office of Business Advocacy is really project-oriented. It helps with real estate site searches, finding right locations, permitting, and also working through tax incentives, for example. The Office of Small Business Advocacy is much more transactionally oriented. From startups to main streets, we help you navigate business registration, tax compliance, financing options, licensing, and we can even help you with business and marketing plans. And finally, our third office is the Office of Export Promotion. We help all size companies create an export plan, guiding to identify global markets. And we manage the New Jersey State Trade Expansion Program, or STEP, which are grants that help defray costs of exporting. And we welcome you to visit our chat, visit our website, and learn about these 3 offices. Next, please. So think of us as your connector, connecting you with technical assistance, identifying critical access to capital, local, state, and federal grants and loan programs. We provide guidelines for new rules and regulations, such as what we're doing today, and operating your business safely. We clarify state mandatory employee benefits, for instance, earned sick leave, paid family leave, workers' compensation. And we identify licensing and certification requirements you need to operate. Next, please. So how can we help you? Think of us as your connector to all of the state departments and agencies and outside organizations that can directly answer your questions, solve your problems, and provide you with resources and technical assistance. Next, please. On our website, business.nj.gov, which is powered by a robust search function, we have sections to help you plan, start, operate, and grow your business. We have business starter kits. We can help you create a business plan. We can help guide you through filings and accounting for important license renewals or tax statements and reporting forms. We can help connect you with contracting with the state, a step-by-step process for many opportunities for a wide variety of business sectors. There are over 100 FAQs detailing important state agency services for businesses. And again, via our live chat, Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 p.m., you can connect with business experts, making contact with the state government very easy. The new law was signed last year by Governor Murphy, and the New Jersey State Legislature wrote the responsibility for business compliance right into it. Why? Because the New Jersey Business Action Center is uniquely qualified to communicate with businesses around the state, help them navigate government, and understand and comply with new laws. In the law, the New Jersey Legislature gave responsibility for regulation of the law to the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. The 2 departments have formed a strong partnership to ensure smooth implementation. Next, please. The effective date of the law is next May 4th, 2022. It bans single-use plastic carryout bags and single-use paper carryout bags at grocery stores at or over 2,500 square feet. It bans the provision or sale of all polystyrene foam food service products, even those products for sale. It pertains to all retail stores, grocery stores, and food service businesses statewide. It limits plastic straws to by customer request only after November 4th, 2021. That's this November. The new law supersedes all previous local, county, or city ordinances that pertain to single-use plastic or paper carryout bags or polystyrene foam. You will hear more detail about this law in a minute from the Department of Environmental Protection. Why are we talking about this all now? We want all retail stores and food service businesses to give them time to prepare. We recognize the need for you to use up your existing inventory because all plastic bags, regardless of thickness, and polystyrene foam will be banned, with some exemptions. We want to provide time for the New Jersey Business Action Center, Department of Environmental Protection, and New Jersey Clean Communities Council to conduct their awareness campaigns over 12 months. And we want to provide resources to help business comply with the new requirements. Next, please. So on our website, business.nj.gov/bag/plastic bag ban law, the New Jersey Business Action Center and the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection have developed online resources to assist businesses to comply. And Erin will go through these with you in a minute. Next, please. The New Jersey Business Action Center has created a vendor clearinghouse for environmentally sound products that meet the requirements of the new law. Vendors, whether manufacturers or distributors, may sign up now, and we really encourage you to do so and take advantage of this opportunity to sell your products to retail and food service businesses across the state. This registration for wholesale vendors may be found at business.nj.gov/bags/vendor clearinghouse. On it, you will find reusable carryout bag manufacturers and distributors, paper bag manufacturers and distributors, and sustainable food service product manufacturers and distributors. Next, please. There are three agencies and organizations working very closely together. The New Jersey Business Action Center, we're responsible for communicating with businesses about compliance under the law. The New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection is responsible for overall implementation of the law, including the adoption of implementing regulations. And the New Jersey Clean Communities Council is responsible for developing and implementing a statewide public information and education program. Next, please. So for information and updates and staying up to date with the latest state programs and news likely to affect your business, both for the plastic bag and polystyrene foam ban and for all other aspects of doing business in New Jersey, please visit business.nj.gov, where you will find FAQs and a vendor clearinghouse to assist you, and where you may sign up for our weekly newsletter, e-newsletter, to receive updates on news affecting your business and to speak on our live chat with business experts. Next, please. So for any questions, please visit our live chat, our business helpline, or contact me on my email, which you will see below. And now I'd like to introduce Erin Jensen from the Department of Environmental Protection. Erin.
Thank you, Janet. Good morning, everyone. As Janet said, my name is Erin Jensen. I'm from the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. I'm just going to bring up my presentation real quick. There we go. So as Janet had discussed, I'm going to be going over the law that was passed in last November or last May. So we're going to start with the biggest portion of the law, which is the portion discussing single-use plastic carryout bags. So beginning May of 2022, the law will prohibit all stores, including all retail, food service businesses, and grocery stores from selling or providing single-use plastic carryout bags to customers. And this is, I've put here what the law defines as a single-use carryout bag. In addition to the plastic bags, there will also be a ban on single-use paper carryout bags only from grocery stores that are equal to or larger than 2,500 square feet. The definition here for the single-use paper bag is very similar. Pretty much any bag made of paper or plastic that is not meeting our definition in the law of a reusable bag, which I will go over a little later. So the plastic ban, as I said, applies to all stores, food service businesses, grocery stores, and anywhere that is considered retail. And the paper bag only applies to grocery stores equal to or larger than 2,500 square feet. So I wanted to include here some definitions from the law for stores, food service businesses, and grocery stores. And these will all be available for you on our website and when we share our slides later. This is how the law defines a reusable carryout bag. So there are 3 provisions, and the bag will have to meet all 3 to be considered reusable in New Jersey. The first one is it has to be made of polypropylene fabric, PET woven, non-woven fabric, nylon, cloth, hemp, or another washable fabric. And we have determined that washable is either by hand or machine. The second is that they have to have stitched handles. And for us, that would mean either a traditional stitch or what is also known as ultrasonic stitching, but not adhesives. And the third, it has to be designed and manufactured for multiple reuses, which we count as a minimum of 125 uses. So the bag in question would have to meet all 3 of these requirements to be considered reusable. And then the way the laws are in, any bag, any plastic bag or paper bag that does not meet the definition of a reusable bag would be considered single use. There are a couple exemptions, and those are all listed out in the law. So some of the examples are the bags used for the in the raw meat and fish and poultry section, the bags used for loose items like fruits and vegetables, nuts, baked goods, greeting cards, etc. Bags used in pet stores to put fish and other live animals in, and the bags used for food sliced or prepared to order, and that includes super hot food. So the small bags typically found in like the deli section of a grocery store. Other bags are laundry or dry cleaning bags, the small bags provided by pharmacies to carry prescriptions, the bags for newspapers, and there is also a spot for any similar bag as determined by the department, which could be implemented through rule, regulation, or guidance. So the next section is going to be on the polystyrene foam food products. So again, this ban will start May 4th, 2022, and it will prohibit all persons and food service businesses from selling or offering for sale any polystyrene foam food service product. And that's going to include, as you see here, anything from cups and plates and trays, egg cartons, takeout containers, pretty much anything made of the polystyrene foam, which is, also known as styrofoam, which is the brand name. So this, you'll see that's, we do continue to call it polystyrene foam. This section also has some exemptions. The exemptions in this section are only for 2 years after the full implementation. So until May 4th, 2024. This will give time for the industry to come up with some alternatives to these specifically exempted products. So the products exempted for those additional 2 years include disposable long-handled polystyrene foam soda spoons, the very small portion cups of 2 ounces or less for hot foods or ones that need lids, the trays used for raw meat and fish at the butcher section or at butcher shops, anything pre-packaged by a manufacturer. So if something comes, for example, a ramen that comes pre-packaged in a polystyrene foam cup. And again, there is a section for the department to determine other exemptions through rules or guidance. These exemptions may also be extended by the department for up to 1 year. And we'll most likely only consider it upon receipt of written documentation that there's no cost-effective or readily available alternative for those items. And those exemptions will automatically expire after 1 year. We could extend them, but if they're not extended, they will automatically expire. Polystyrene foam also has a waiver option. So for businesses or individuals that meet one of these 2 requirements here, you could submit a waiver form to the department, which is available now on our website at the link at the end of this slide here. So you'll have to either meet 1 or 2 or anything like any combination thereof of these 2 requirements. So the first one is there is no feasible and commercially available alternative for a specific foam product, or that the person or business has less than $500,000 in gross annual income and there is no reasonably affordable commercially available alternative to the product. So waivers again are for 1 year, and you'll have to submit that with all the information that proves that you meet one of these 2 situations, and then from there you may or may not be allowed a waiver for a year. If it continues, you will have to submit an additional waiver form after a year. So the next section is going to be for plastic straws. This portion of the law becomes effective this November 4th in 2021, and it is for food service businesses and only in regards to single-use plastic. So currently, for example, you can go to a restaurant and people will automatically give you straws when you sit down and order a drink. The law now says it will be, you can only give out a single-use plastic straw if it is requested by a customer. Now, the food service businesses are required to keep an adequate supply of single-use plastic straws for customers that will request them. And the rule does not cover sales of boxes of straws in stores. So you can still buy boxes of plastic straws for personal home use, but you will only get them at a restaurant or food service business upon request. So the law supersedes and preempts all current municipal and county rules, regulations, codes, and ordinances. So what that means is that any town or county that currently has laws that ban these products or requires fees for these products or anything like that, those would be superseded by the new law once that section of the law becomes active. So either November 4th or May 4th, depending on the product covered. And the stores or businesses must require in New Jersey will have to follow New Jersey's law again once it becomes active. So this is just a sort of a timeline of all the parts of the law. So you'll see when the original law was passed on November 4th, 2020, it did prohibit municipalities and counties from creating any further ban laws. So anything November 4th, 2020 would be the last time new local laws could have been passed. Starting in May of 2021, ourselves, along with Department of State through the New Jersey Business Action Center, established a program to educate businesses about the law, and the New Jersey communities, who you'll be hearing from next, established a program to educate the public. Also this year would be the plastic straw provision becomes effective in November. May 4th, 2022 is when the single-use plastic bag, paper bag, and polystyrene foam portions become active, as well as enforcement. And then 2 years after that is when the short list of polystyrene foam exemptions will expire. So this is just a short timeline. Now, this kind of information will be found on the website that I'll share with you at the end. So this is just some examples of things we have available. So we do have a chart that lists all different types of businesses. It's not an inclusive list, but it is a fairly long list of different types of businesses and which part of the 4 sections of the law would apply to them. So this is just another continuation of that, and you can find that on our website. We're going to talk a little bit about enforcement. So the law allows for not only the department, but also municipalities and any entity certified by the County Environmental Health Act, or CEHA, to have the authority to enforce in regards to single-use plastic bags, single-use paper bags, and polystyrene foam food service products. And it establishes the Department of Health to enforce the single-use plastic straw provision. As I know someone mentioned earlier in the opening comments, there will be fees and fines for non-compliance. It does start with a warning. After that, it is $1,000 per day for the second offense, and then after that, it would be a $5,000 per day for the third, and any subsequent violations. So on our website, we also offer many FAQs, and this is just a short example of some of our most common questions that we've gotten so far. So, do reusable carryout bags need to be made with minimum recycled content? No, it is not required as part of this law for reusable bags to be made with minimum recycled content. However, it is something we always encourage. Can establishments require their customers to purchase reusable bags? No, it doesn't require them. Customers can continue to bring reusable bags as they currently do. Can I still buy packages of brown paper bags, lawn bags, etc. in store? Yes, those types of bags are not covered in this law. It's only single-use carry-out bags. So those used to carry out the products after you purchase them. Does the by request only rule for single-use plastic apply to drive-throughs and self-service areas? For example, like if you go to a restaurant and after you purchase your food, there's a stand that has salt, pepper, utensils, napkins, etc. Yes, those establishments would still need to follow the by request only rules for single-use plastic straws. And as we mentioned earlier, what if my city or county has its own bag? Once the state law becomes effective, it would supersede or preempt any of your local laws or ordinances. And there are many more FAQs on our website, and they will continually be added to as we receive more questions. So we do have an email set up for this program, and it's singleUsePlastics@dep.nj.gov. You can also visit us at this link here for the plastic ban law to find things like more FAQs, a full copy of the legislation, the timeline that I had shown, and also that list of establishments and the applicable provisions. As Janet mentioned, you can also go to the New Jersey Business Action Center site or give them a call Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And I'm sure Joanne will also cover some of her links, but this is just the one to the njclean.org, which has plenty of information about the bag ban as well. And that is it for me. I think we are taking questions at the end, so I am going to pass this along to Joanne Jemenden.
Thank you, Erin. Good morning, everybody. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. And if you just, is everyone still there?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I lost everyone on my screen. So let me get back to, so much better when I have my glasses on and I can see what I'm doing. Okay, how's that? Can we see?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, perfect. I know your heads are all spinning right now and you're, took my glasses off.
Joanne, the view has all the small icons
know.
down on the left. Okay.
I know, I'm working on it. Like I said, I take
There
my
you go.
glasses off and then
Full screen.
I can't think.
Thank you.
So you've all heard a lot of information and I know how daunting this is. I can't think of any other legislation that's forthcoming that actually affects every business and every resident in New Jersey. But don't panic, don't worry. We really are here to help you. And once you've gone through all of this information is going to be available to you again. And you're going to have all of our websites and you'll be able to go through it a little more slowly and digest it. But more importantly, you're going to learn how many resources are available to you from all three agencies. So before I go on, my name is Joanne Jemenden. I am the Executive Director of the New Jersey Clean Communities Council, which has an integral role in the rollout of the single-use plastics ban. I'm going to give you an overview of what Clean Communities is, because it really segues into the information I'm going to share with you next. So we're a nonprofit litter abatement organization. We have one role, which is to do litter cleanup, litter education, and enforcement. Each county and local government designates a Clean Communities coordinator. So every county and every town has that. And all of our monies have to be used for these purposes. Each county and state, or each county and town actually receives Clean Communities funding annually. So where does that money come from? It actually for most of it comes from you. We have 15 different categories of litter generating products. So whether you're a manufacturer, distributor, or retailer of any of these items, there's a very small tax on every single item when it's sold. And all of that money gets pulled together into Clean Communities funds. And last year, we gave out $20.7 million, actually this year in May. 80% of the money goes to municipalities, 10% goes to counties. DEP Parks gets money to do litter cleanup in their park system. And then the New Jersey Clean Communities Council gets $375,000 to do litter abatement, cleanup, and education statewide. We also run an Adopt a Beach and Adopt a Highway program. And we have a lot of information at njclean.org, which is our main website. So how did we get involved in this? It's really because of our background and experience in doing education and outreach programs to the public. More importantly, as we're all thinking here today, May 4th is only 231 days away. When we started meeting and preparing for this, it was probably 300 and something days. So 100 days have gone by and we're really trying to get ready. So New Jersey's, as you know, it's the most progressive ban bag ban law in the country. We're the only state that has actually banned both plastic and paper. A lot of people don't know why that is. And it's because other states that have done a plastic ban, it's to encourage reusable bags. And most states found that that didn't happen. People just were taking flat or paper bags and not bringing their own. So this is a way to curb litter and to try to get people to bring their own bags with them. I just basically said all that. So what is our responsibility? As we know, the DEP is doing the implementation. The Business Action Center is here to help all the businesses comply. And we are here to do a statewide information and education program. I always have to mention the New Jersey Food Council. They have been an integral part of helping us to prepare, as they have different working groups. And their insight, because they have members that have done this bag ban, similar bag bans in other states. So their involvement has been very helpful as we prepare to, institute this in New Jersey. So why clean communities? The legislature found that approximately 8 million tons of plastic end up in the ocean each year. And by 2050, they think that there may be more plastic in the ocean than fish, which is a little daunting. So we're here to prevent litter, prevent plastic, and go reusable. So what is our goal? Or what are we doing? We're getting an additional $500,000 a year out of Clean Communities to do a statewide education program. And that's not just for residents. We're here also to work with businesses and help them comply. We're here to do partnerships. We have to do bag giveaways, and we can't do it on our own. We can't buy enough bags for all of New Jersey residents. So we're really looking to do partnerships where you contribute money, and we buy bags with your logo on it and our logo, and we help get the word out and do bag giveaways all over New Jersey. We're going to be doing, and we have done already, press releases, PSAs, newsletters, and advertising, give out bags. And most importantly, because I know there's been a lot of questions about how do I share this with the public? How do I, with my consumers or customers, how do I share it with other businesses? This is how. We have two big campaigns going on right now. One is called Bag Up NJ. You're going to see our logo in a minute. That's been trademarked and copyrighted by New Jersey Clean Communities, but we are sharing all of our information with you through free downloads. We are also launching our new Skip the Straw campaign, which actually, I think the press release is going to go out tomorrow. So this is our logo, Bag Up NJ. This is what our website looks like. It's www.bagupnj.com. But most important link is the downloads. We have our logo on there, which looks like this. We have different social media posts, web banners, cling artwork, which I'm going to show you in a minute, sandwich board signs, and flyers from both Clean Communities as well as the Business Action Center flyers are available on here. So these are some of the social media posts that we have available right now. You can download today. And basically it says, to avoid litter, we're asking you to bring your own bag when you go shopping. There's a lot of these right now deal with grocery stores because they have both plastic and paper. We're adding something specific for convenience stores and retail shops, probably by the end of this week. So it'll say plastic and it won't refer to paper bags. This is what we also have, sandwich boards. So if you don't have a lot of retail space inside and you want to use a sidewalk to educate your customers, these are available. You can just print them and put them into your sandwich board signs. We also have, this is more for residents, consumers, to let them know what Bag Up NJ is all about and what the important dates that are coming up. We've done a few bag giveaways already. This was our launch back in August down in Asbury Park. We've also been doing press releases about paper bags, banning plastic bags. And this is our new Skip the Straw campaign. Once again, this is available on our website, this graphic, and the press release will go out tomorrow, but we'll also put that on our website. So if folks want to take that and post it or send it out to others, you can. Right now, obviously, we're getting money for starting this year. By the end of this year, we should have some funds, and that will carry through until 2024. But we do have priorities for our bag giveaway programs for this year, and that's going to be underserved communities as well as the senior population. So if you have areas in your counties that want to do a bag giveaway and work with us, generally we're going by the overburdened communities map, which is available by right here, or just Googling it. And now it's going to go back to you. So what can the chambers do to prepare yourselves and your members for the upcoming single-use plastics ban? Obviously, the first one is to encourage bag giveaways, whether you partner with us or do it on your own. We know it's COVID, and we know things are harder than usual to buy items. So if you want to buy reusable bags, I would encourage you to start looking at that now, especially if you're buying them in large quantities. You only have 231 days to use your plastic bags. And it's going to take you quite a while if you want to order new bags. Share the message. These are messages that were posted at the Trenton Thunder and the Somerset Patriots ballparks recently. So any space is good space for us. And what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to connect with your municipal Clean Communities coordinator, your county coordinator. I think I have all the coordinators from Hudson, Bergen, Passaic on here today. Connect with the New Jersey Business Action Center for different outreach, and obviously reach out to your local businesses. Help promote the Bag Up NJ campaign and website. Put this on your website, post it on your social media, because once again, all of the downloads are available for free, and it's ever changing. We also have, and this is more for towns, but we would love businesses to encourage this, is we have made the month of May Bag Up NJ month. So when we get closer to that for 2022, we encourage everyone to pass a resolution in support of that, and also post the information for the Skip the Straw reminder for November. We do have a monthly newsletter on njclean.org, so sign up for that, and you'll get, at the end of the month, you'll get our newsletter, which has all different information about straws, bags, and litter. Once again, these are all of the websites for all three agencies. And last but not least, this is the contact information for Janet, Aaron, and myself. So back to you, Janet.
Thank you very much, Joanne. And thank you, Aaron. Those were such excellent presentations. I've put the relevant website addresses, URLs in the chat. We encourage you to visit our websites, where there's a lot of information, including resources, downloadable resources, as Joanne has mentioned. So now we'd like to take any questions that you may have to Aaron or Joanne or to myself. Steve, do you want to help us with this, please? Hi, Steve, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm here.
Hi.
Yes.
Are there any questions?
Other than what's in the chat, there are no Q&As.
Okay, if anyone has a question and you would like us to answer it live, would you please put it into the Q&A? You can find the Q&A. Where's the Q&A? At the bottom of the screen? Because it's not on mine.
Yes, the Q&A is located at the bottom or the menu bar.
Okay. Why don't you put it in your chat? I don't see it on my screen, so why don't you put it in the chat? If there's any questions that we haven't answered. Carol Hoffman wants to know about frozen foods. They sweat and can go through paper bags. Erin, can you answer her question, please?
Sure. So I know that's definitely an issue when you're buying frozen foods from grocery stores. They will not be able to provide either paper or plastic. So it shouldn't be an issue with reusable bags.
Okay, and Joanne, what about social media assets communicating about the polystyrene ban? Is there anything that you have on your website for that?
We're actually haven't tackled anything for social media because that's the one aspect that doesn't really affect the public. That's more, behind the counter, behind the scenes for businesses that have to comply. But if there's something that you need, and thank you for saying that, because I did forget to mention that, we are very proactive in listening to what the businesses want, what government wants from us. So if that's a need that you think would be helpful, we can certainly work with New Jersey Business Action Center to get that available to you.
Yes, the person says that they would love to use for our borough's social channels. So I know we've put a lot of information on Facebook pages, and we have sent information out, our blurbs out to all the chambers and EDOs. It seems that they would also like to get the information through the municipalities. We will be attending the League of Municipalities Conference in November and speaking there and have a booth there. So that was our plan, really, to address the municipalities. Is that right, Joanne?
Yes, like I said, once again, I think it can be addressed in a press release, just, like you won't be seeing polystyrene products anymore, but from the standpoint of alerting the residents, it's more about the bags and the straws, because that's what they're going to see.
Okay, and Erin, we've had quite a few questions about food pantries and whether food pantries are covered under the law. Can you speak about that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So there are no specific exemptions for nonprofits or food pantries in the law, and because they're not specifically exempted, they would be included. So they would be included with the single-use plastic and also for the polystyrene foam provisions. They would be able to use the single-use paper bags. I don't think the straws would really pertain to them.
So Carlos has a comment that here at Catholic Charities Food Pantry, we provide food to over 20,000 people every month. This is going to be very difficult. I don't know whether he's talking about plastic carryout bags or he's talking about the polystyrene foam ban. Paper bags will still be permitted. Plastic bags, Erin, correct me if I'm wrong, are permitted when they are part of a hot food item or like some sort of meat. Is that correct?
Yeah, so there was that short list of exempted products for plastic carryout bags. So like the small bags that you'll put like just that small cup of soup in, or for the bag that like you put deli meats into or raw meat into at the grocery store. Those types of things would be exempted. But yes, I know that it can be difficult. So I mean, that is why we've started this education campaign and doing all the webinars and outreach in advance to give people time to change their business models to meet the new law. I know it can definitely be difficult, but it, for food pantries and such, the switch to paper may be what is required, if not reusable somehow. I know I also saw a question for soup kitchens and food pantries about financial assistance. We don't have anything specific in the law. I know Joanne is going to be doing some reusable bag giveaways throughout the state through Clean Communities, but there's other than those programs, the law doesn't have any sort of outlet for financial assistance. So I know that's not exactly an answer to everyone's question.
And
But
if you mind, I'd like to jump in here.
sure.
For that specific question, is there any financial assistance available? The direct answer, as Erin said, is no, not specifically for this program. But Deborah Hoffman, Kevin O'Connor, Michelle Richardson, and myself, this is why we're on these, because we have resources either at the county or with our small business development centers. We have some community development financial institutions. For example, one of them is First Bergen Federal Credit Union here in Bergen County. We also have access to the capital team that was newly developed at the state. That's the NJSBDC. So there's resources that we can help navigate. And there's grant programs that do, as you're probably aware, come out through the New Jersey Economic Development Authority. Even some counties have had grant programs. We had one in Bergen last summer. So I would say, please sign up for all of our mailing lists. If you can either email the three of us and we'll send you the link to sign up, or get in touch with us in another fashion, because we blast information out constantly about any kind of resources. So no, there's not a specific financial assistance resource for this particular ban, but there could be grant programs that you might not know about. And the worst thing is we have a grant program and you find out later on, or you may never have known. So our job every day is to make sure that you are in the know, and we want to help. So call us with questions on any financial assistance that you're looking for, and we'll do the best we can.
And can
Thank
I
you
jump
very much.
on as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to encourage food pantries. I mean, obviously you're already asking for food donations and we're getting very close to the holidays. I would include reusable bags in the request for donations. We get people, you order bags for an event and you order too many, or they have a date or a name on them. And a lot of people are looking for a better way to get rid of them. So I think this would be a perfect segue to donate those that aren't getting used, or maybe you have too many and this would be a perfect place for them to donate. I did mention the Clean Communities coordinators for a reason, because all of our funding, we do provide funding to all the counties and municipalities in New Jersey, and Bag Up NJ and this program has been approved. So there is, the ability to partner with your local towns for bag giveaways. And once again, we are really looking for business partnerships. So if you have large companies in your counties that may want to do an outreach program or partnership with us, we can then partner with the smaller companies and food pantries that may need the assistance.
So thank you, Joanne. I think that concludes our presentation for today. We encourage you to reach out to your economic development representatives. We'd like to thank Joanne Samaluka, Deborah Hoffman, Chairman Kevin O'Connor, Kate Muldoon, for the opportunity to present on this plastic ban law to all of you today. We encourage you to visit our websites. We have worked quite hard to create detailed information and as many resources as possible to support you. At business.nj.gov's live chat Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and on our helpline 1-800-Jersey-7, where we do speak Spanish. We are very happy to answer any of your questions and to support you in any way we can and to support your business in any way that we can. So I would just like to say thank you very much for being here today. We will be sending out a follow-up email with the presentation and answers to any questions. And we really do hope to hear from you.